Yeah, so all things are possible. Recently, I've started using the term linear thinking and unconditional thinking to describe this. Linear thinking says this has to happen before this will happen. And unconditional thinking says all things are possible. I don't know how it will happen. I've asked for it. Therefore, the universe will find a way. Linear thinking says I have to find a way. First, I've got to save money. Or first, I've got to change my job. Or first, I've got to step out of the house and start dating in order to find that relationship that I want. I've got to start a side hustle so that I can have more money. And unconditional thinking says the universe will show you what to do next. Because all things are possible. Literally, think about the difference. There's a video on my YouTube channel. I don't remember what it's called anymore. It's about being a tree. But here's the thing. My parents raised me to be a worker bee or an ant. My parents raised me to work every single day, hard work, without questioning. And then maybe you will have a good life. So you live together in a colony of other people who worked hard, and with your hard work, you built an anthill. And in the end, you stood and you looked at your anthill and you said, I did that. Through my hard work, through drudgery every single day. And when I started understanding law of attraction, I said to myself, I no longer want to be an ant. I think I want to be a bird. And that came from waking up in the morning and looking out of my window and watching the birds soar and fly. And I thought to myself, these birds, they have guidance. The universe is telling them where to go to find food. And I started saying to myself, that's how I want to be. I want to be like that bird who trusts the universe completely, so completely that I just follow along and I go wherever my guidance is taking me. And that's when I started being a bird. Every morning I would get up and I would say to myself, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Universe, guide me to go where I need to go. Talk to whoever I need to talk to and do whatever I need to do. And after a couple of years of living life that way, I started thinking, this is too much work. There is still work in this. And I want my life to be even easier than this. And that's when I looked out and I said, you know what? I think I want to be like a tree. A tree. I want to stay where I am and let the universe bring me everything that I need. And I want to tell you here that I did become a tree. In many ways, I am a tree. Sometimes I become a bird. But for the most part, I remain a tree. And I can tell you that it is because of consistency with doing the work. The work that I share with you in the 40-day workbook. And I want you to know that you don't have to do big things. You don't have to move big boulders or mountains in order to get what you want. Just do the little things. Just do the appreciation. Just ask the universe to help you in everything that you do. And then see the magic that happens, unfolds in your life. Count your blessings every single day. That is what the section on blessings is all about. It is about giving attention to the things that we already have instead of running after the things that we want. We don't need to run after anything. The universe can bring everything to us. The biggest example in my life of this unfolding in absolute reality, well, there are a couple of examples, but I'll tell you one story. Maybe I'll tell you two. I don't know. I was celebrating my daughter's 4th birthday. I lived far away from my parents and my brother. They lived like a 2-hour airplane flight away. And everybody was coming for my daughter's birthday. I had invited them. And it was the first time that I had invited friends and family to her birthday. I'd bought a beautiful dress for her, and I had ordered a designer cake from the best confectionery in town. It was the day leading up to her birthday, 3 days before. I realized I'm not going to have enough money to go and pick up that birthday cake. And I was so worried, I thought maybe I should cancel the birthday. Now, and I didn't, because when I thought of canceling the birthday, I also thought about how much my parents wanted to be there. I couldn't just cancel it. They hadn't seen my daughter for a long time, and I knew that they were so looking forward to it. More than that, I knew that my daughter was so looking forward to this birthday. She knew her grandparents were coming. This was the birthday, a 4-year-old really enjoys the feeling of having a birthday. And so I couldn't cancel it. I kept thinking, I don't know how this is going to work out. Something will work out. Now, the day of her birthday came, and I still didn't have any money, and my mind was working in overtime. It was just spinning around in circles, wondering what I should do. I was considering all sorts of possibilities. Should I ask a friend? Should I tell the bakery that I'll pay for it later? Give them my watch? Like you see in the movies. And I felt ashamed. I felt embarrassed. I felt the hurt that my daughter would feel if I didn't get her this beautiful Barbie cake that she wanted and just went to an ordinary bakery and picked up something for her. I felt all those emotions. Basically, I felt like a failure. I felt like an imposter, like I was doing things that I had no right to do. I had not arrived. I did not have the financial stability. I was not capable of this. Why was I doing this? And the feeling in the pit of my tummy, I felt sick. I felt sick. This kind of thing had never happened to me before, where I wouldn't have the money to pay for something that I had promised someone. And I thought, it's not the baker's fault. They've probably already baked the cake. It's going to be a total loss for them if I don't pick it up. And in Karachi, the social circle that I moved in was a very small social circle, and the person who ran the confectionery was part of that social circle. And I thought to myself, she's going to go and tell all my friends that I did not pick up this cake. And I was just swimming in self-pity, shame, embarrassment. I was just swimming in those emotions. And in those dark moments, I was reaching out to my grandmother, with whom she had made her transition, and I had a very special bond with her. And I was saying to my grandmother, only you can save me. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I need help. Can you help me with this situation? Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Because I was moving from one option to another option to another option, I had no clarity. None of the options were good options. All of them were embarrassing. All of them were insulting to me. I couldn't very well ask my parents to pay for the cake. They were coming to the birthday. I couldn't ask my boyfriend to pay for the cake. I didn't want to do all of that. It felt really, really, really bad. So I was sitting there trying to focus on my work, and I got a call from the reception desk. And the person at the reception desk said, "There's someone here to see you." And I was confused because, I was not expecting anyone. So anyway, I went to the reception. And at the reception, there was this man that I used to work with in my previous job. I had not seen him for the past 5 or 6 years. And I had lent him some money. Before I left that previous job, I had lent him a fair chunk of money because he had some family issue and he desperately needed money. I lent him money and then I forgot about it. I forgot all about it. I didn't even remember it when I saw him in my reception area until he gave me an envelope. And he said, "Here you go. I came to return your money to you. Thank you so much for being there in my hour of need. I am so blessed and fortunate that I can repay this loan." And I cannot tell you the relief that washed over my entire body and my mind when I accepted that envelope. And I dissolved in tears because I truly in that moment believed that my grandmother was looking after me. I truly believed that there was a power higher than me that could make everything possible for me. And it was the equivalent, it was more than enough to cover the cake. In today's money, it would be equivalent to $2,000 that he returned to me. And so not only was I able to go and pick up the cake, I was now truly enjoying my daughter's birthday. And all those feelings washed away from me. I learned a very big lesson in unconditional thinking. I learned that when you give up and you say, "I don't know how to figure this out. I just have to trust in an unseen entity to help me out," and then see the results of that. Ooh, I can't describe that feeling to you. Just close your eyes and feel what I felt. Feel what I felt when I received that money. Feel what I felt. The amazing relief that washed over me. I reclaimed my self-worth in that one moment. I started feeling that I was not alone. I started feeling my power. I started feeling that I can count on this powerful source that I had access to, when I truly stopped fighting, that things would work out all right for me. And that's what it means to be unconditional in your thinking. And I tell you this story because this is the story I tell myself. Every single time I am encountered with a situation that I can't see a way out of, there are a couple of stories. I call them my thought anchors. They are my anchors that I can go back to, because if that could happen, if the universe could save me from embarrassment, ultimate insult, all things are possible. All things are possible. All things really are possible. All things really and truly are possible.